to the stand. Now she is our special guest with a lot to say and a lot of insights into her journey, her success, and to empower all of you here today to accomplish incredible things, even Netflix. So a big round of applause for Margarita, please. Thank you very much.
Margarita.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? No. Hello? Oh, you can have your mic. I love this first. Hi everybody, my name is Margarita and I was in the Yummy Mummies with my daughter Maria, so I was called the Yummy Nonna. So I'm going to talk to you about a few things that Taydam has asked me to go through with you. Are you having a good night, first of all? Yeah. I want to say how gorgeous you all look. So give yourself a big clap here. You're looking really well. Now, unfortunately, I have to get my glasses out because I'm a bit older than all of you, so just hang on a sec. I hate glasses, but I don't want to have those other things in my eyes anyway. So, what I want to tell you about...
Mike!
Who did that? Oh my God! I went to have a heart attack up here. Now I'm 67, I've got to be careful.
What's up there? A squirrel.
Can you put it on here? No? Sorry, wardrobe. Okay. Okay, so what I want to talk to you tonight about is the journey that social media has done for me. So if you can imagine, I was just a young sort of, probably an old mum, but really myself, I'm a bit of a young mum. And I had two gorgeous girls and they were going to be on this show called Yummy Mummies. So I was just a crazy, fun-loving, living an ordinary life like a lot of you girls and mums perhaps out there. And all of a sudden, I was not supposed to be in the series. I was dragged along because my daughters wanted me for support. So as a mum, you go along and support them. When I walked in, I was chatting away and they decided that they wanted me in it as well. Okay, so I'll be there. And from there, I became somebody a little bit important. My husband sort of laughed because he said, when we go shopping, people be looking, wanting to have photos. And it came to the point that everywhere I went, I'd say, hang on, let me just put my lipstick on. Oh gosh, every time I go somewhere, I've got to make sure I look half decent. It's not like the old days, nobody noticed me. So I had to be very careful. So social media and being on the show opened a lot of opportunities. And the one thing I love, because I love the young generation, for some reason, even though I was the oldest on the show, I connected with the younger generation. So I'll go to Melbourne or Sydney, and even though the show is 7 years old and so on, I'll get mobbed by a group of young girls at about 20, 25, and they're shaking. And they're shaking about, I'm just a mum, and they just want to have a photo. So it's amazing you being out there, what it was about. Now when I first was on, say, Instagram, and I was on that platform, I was trying to get people to like me. Hey, follow me, follow me. Nobody wanted to know me. But as soon as I had my own brand of who I was, then everybody wanted me. Well, not wanted me, wanted to, come and see me. And a few did want me, but anyway. I'm not recording this, my husband. Okay, so anyway, they would want to follow me. And you know what, I could become very passionate. So on my direct messages, what happened is, people would say, oh, this happened to me, and oh my gosh. My husband would say, hang on, I've got to answer all these people. So I get very involved because I do love people. So if I can give you advice or anything to help you and you direct message me, I'll become your friend in a sense because I do like to do that. And I feel, because I am a lot older, I have lived a lot, I've been through highs and lows, and I can pass that on to you. So that's what I found, that I've become this person that people wanted to talk to. And it's been really quite exciting to have that sort of happen to me. Another thing about your personal branding, this is really important, which you'll probably learn on the online course. You've got to be yourself. Now, look at Taydam, look how beautiful she spoke. Nice and clear, and that's not me, okay? So I'm me. I'm a little bit, hey, how you going, mate? You know, a bit out there. So that's me, okay? And everybody knows this from my bum bags. Sorry, I just love it because I have a concrete business with my husband, and I have the phone ringing all the time. So I have the phone in my bum bag. I'm also known for my Bluetooth, see? 24/7. When you've got two girls like mine, you need to have the phone right next to you, believe me. Mum, they're always screaming for something with the kids as well. So I am branded, so, you know, people always say, oh, you always got a bum bag. Yeah, I know, but I like it. That's me. So we've got the Bluetooth. Yeah, I know, I like it. And it's easier for me. My hands are free, I'm always busy, and I like to have my hands free so I can do lots of things. So with the Bluetooth, I can do all that sort of thing. So it's very nice. The other thing I wanted to say, let me just have a look, hang on. You have to have your skills. So whatever your skills are, then you want to be on social media, you have to promote that. I didn't really have any skills, I don't think, but anyway. Can I just have a glass of water, please? I love you, sorry. So what I'm saying, you have to be authentic to yourself. If you're a person that wants to talk like this and you want to advertise, that's fine. But everybody has to be there. Don't try and be me, and I don't try to be Taydam, because I'm going to be you, Taydam. You're so good, I really. Give her a big hand of applause, please, because she is amazing. And actually, while I'm giving her a round of applause, give her another one. So I've got a gift. Can you come up here for a minute, Taydam? I just thought, from everybody here, from all of us, isn't it? You can. Well, I wanted to give you these flowers. She deserves it from all the hard work she did. Now, I did get you a car, and I thought, oh, this is great. It's beautiful. It says power. I'll just open it for you, so I'll just do that. It says girl power. How good was that, hey? It's all about the girl power. But I didn't know it said happy birthday. I didn't have time to go and change.
I did say tonight is my last birthday party in a long time.
So I did cross that out, right? So I just want you to understand why I said happy birthday. I was in a hurry. I'm always busy, and I didn't read inside. So now you can go and sit down. I'll finish mine. All right, thank you. Give me a big round of applause. Now, what else I want to tell you about? Oh, I'm going to tell you about all the opportunities that social media gave me. And of course, if you do this course, she's going to teach you how to not be shy. Now, my husband and I, we got invited to do a commercial for Netflix for Riverdale. So they flew us over to Sydney, which was really nice. They put us in a nice accommodation, gave us all our food and everything, and then we had to do a commercial. We sat and talked about Riverdale. For me, it was, you know, piece of cake. My husband, he was like shaking and really nervous, but it was an opportunity for him to learn what goes on behind the scene when I'm doing things, and he didn't like it, but that's okay. But what I'm saying, a lot of opportunities came once I became somebody on Netflix, which really, I'm really no, but I'm just a mum. I love being me and I love you people. But it did give me that brand that I'm supposed to be, you know, Yummy Nonna. And the other thing was, I got signed up by Max Markson. I don't know if you know him, he's in Sydney. And he signed up, and I got quite a few opportunities to go and do some commercials, some influencing products for him. I got paid a lot of money too. I can't believe it. I had to do this pizza one, and I love pizzas. And I was eating them, and then I was paying them and everything. I got about $4,500. Wow! I said, this is good money. But I won't quit my day job just in case they don't want me anymore. But anyway, so then I got also invited because, see, when I like someone, I want to help you. So Max Marston was trying to advertise about John Travolta, how great he was and that. So I thought I'd put him on my page. So I started pushing him and everything. So all the advertising people said, oh, she's good, this girl. They sending me stuff. I was putting it out there. I don't want to get paid. I was just happy to help. But then they sent me 2 tickets to go to Melbourne and sit in the front row and then actually meet him. Oh my gosh, it was so nice to meet him. And we had some lovely photos with John Travolta. So social media and being on that platform and having your own brand can bring you these type of opportunities if you're interested in that. I mean, there's lots of other opportunities, not so, over the top like myself, but if you want it, you can get it. But you've got to go after it. You've also got to have that drive in yourself. Sometimes when I was younger, I'll tell you a little story actually. Have I got time to tell the story? Okay. So I used to love singing, and I was at school with my brothers and sisters, and I'd always, audition for the choir. They'd never pick me. I'd audition for the choir. They'd never pick me. Then my brother and sister said, "Why are you always going for that? You can't sing. You've got a terrible voice." Oh, that stuck with me till I was 60. Okay? So when we sang Happy Birthday, I would sing Happy Birthday. I'd mime it. Because I said my voice is so bad. But then I thought, you know what? When you get to 60, it's a different ball game. I thought, bugger this, I want to be a good singer. Learn how to sing in tune. So what the social media gave me, a little bit more confidence about myself, instead of being fearful, I'm going to mime the song, and I went to singing classes. Oh, that was so hard. I said, "You should look, be ready. I'm really bad apparently. My voice is going to really upset you." And when I sang, she did a little test, and she says, "You're not that bad." She said, "You can sing a bit louder," because I was scared she was going to run away when she heard my voice. And I've been going to her now for probably 3 or 4 years. I'm not a great singer, but now I feel confident. And when they sing, I'm the first one up there singing Happy Birthday. And when we're at dances and they've got the song, I'm not scared now to sing along with the song in my husband's ear, whereas before I thought I'd have to wear cotton wool. So it's that type of thing from developing on the online course that I believe what I've seen, what you've offered, Taydam, is incredible. Motivation. Take away your stress. Stress is the worst killer. You can't be stressed. You've got to learn to let go. You've got to also know that there's always a red line, whatever you do in life. Remember, step over the red line. And then you'll think, it wasn't that hard after all. So that's what it's all about. So if you are that person that needs a little bit, I'd say fine-tuning, do this because it's very, very good. And if I was younger, it'd be something I'd want to do. I had to do it a bit of the hard way, do nothing until I was 60 and then learn how to do all these things. So a lot of you are young and you want to make money and you want to get ahead, you want to have a good life and you want to have holidays and that. Social media, I believe, is the way to make a good income and still have a good life. So you've got to be smart, but you need some entrepreneurs of teaching which way and how to go with it. So I wanted to share that with you, and I've got a few other things. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I can't remember what I wrote down. Okay. Yes, this is very important. Now, you've got to define your goals. I did this many years ago. My brother, he's in Melbourne, he wanted to be a somebody, and he did become that. And he went and did one of these courses similar to what Taydam's offering. It was very, very not heard of in those days, in my younger days. But you have to define your goal. You have to have a vision. Now, you will get knocked back. You will get told you can't do it. And don't hang around those people or listen. Don't tell them, I'm going to go and do this stuff. You know they're going to say, you're not going to do it. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, what's your husband going to say? What are your kids going to do? Because they'll pull you down. You don't need to be surrounded by that. Learn what my mum and dad taught me, which I lost both of them a week apart a year ago, which was a very hard time for me. But they always taught me that you can be anything you want to be. And I believe that, but you've got to want it. So you've got to want it. As much as you want to breathe to be alive, you've got to want what you want to get. So don't tell me you want to be a model or you want to be a politician and not doing nothing about it. You've got to go out there and seek it. You've got to know how to do it. And that's what the course does. It shows you the channels, how to get to what you want to get. So you've got to be positive. Yes, you will get knocked back. I've got knocked back many times. But you know what? I get up and I'll try again. Always remember, you're not a loser when you keep trying. You're only a loser when you stop or you give up. So don't do that. And just a couple more things I want to say to you. Your attitude. When you go to someone, don't think you know it all the time. Listen. Be a good listener. And take note. You might hear 5 people talking about something and you might think, well, I'll just take that bit from her and that bit from her. Remember those things. Write them down. Writing down always sinks in the brain as well. It's an old thing, but I always believe if I write something down, I remember it. So your attitude's got to be good. Another thing, I'll just tell another quick little story, I promise I'll go soon. When you're going for something, you've got to dress appropriate. So, I remember many years ago, my husband and I first had our business. I didn't have any money, and I'll tell you I didn't. And we wanted to borrow some money to open this concrete business, which is now really good, and I'm very happy. And I said to my husband, we're going to go to the bank and see. We had no house. He said, how are you going to get any money for that, for this business, and a car, and equipment, and a bobcat, and all this. I said, you leave it to me. You be quiet, you just come with me, and be quiet. Wear a nice suit. So we went to the bank, and he said, where'd you get that briefcase from? I said, I bought it. He goes, what's in it? I said, nothing. He said, why did you bring that briefcase? I said, because it looks important, and I look like I know what I'm talking about. All right, he said. Anyway, I walked in, shook the hand of the bank manager, put my hand, and I didn't ask. I told him, look, I really need this, and I need it by that date, and I was very confident, even though I really didn't have anything, and I really should have been confident, but I put it forward like I knew, because I had that passion. I really wanted to do it. So he really believed me. And I hope he's not here tonight, but anyway. He did let us borrow the money we needed to do to get our business. So what I'm saying is, I dressed immaculate. I didn't go in this, that's for sure. I wore a nice, very tailored black pants and a jacket. And you've got to dress appropriate for what you're aiming for. So if you're going to be, say, a gymnast, you might go in your leotards, things like that. You're going to be someone of a teacher, dressed a little bit more demure, a reasonable length skirt. You know what I'm saying? So present yourself in the line of the business that you're aiming for. Don't go and don't think, oh, dress doesn't matter. Don't judge a book by its cover. They do. Let me tell you. Open your books. They judge you by your cover. Okay? So make sure you dress appropriate. One last. Two last things. Okay. So this course is going to take away stress, pressure, and if you're scared of being in front of the camera, they're going to teach you how to feel confident in front of the camera, how to smile. Going to take away all those fears. That's the big aim, to make you come out of this course to be strong and confident and know what you want to be and go for it. So you'll be able to kick self-doubt and you've got to just be yourself. Remember, in saying all this, you do got to be yourself. And I want to leave you with this. The world is always going to judge you, no matter what you do or what you say. So, take it from me. Live your life the way you want to, with no fear. Chase your dreams. Become the best you could possibly be, and you'll win.